What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. You guys saw all our other videos. I wanted to give you guys a quick side-by-side comparison now with the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro. You can see here we have that sort of seafoam and the somewhat sunny, or whatever they want to call that, color pattern. I really do like these. I still stand by what I said with the Pixel 6, whereas the color patterns for this are a little more fun and playful, so take that for what you want. I would take this color pattern any day if it came in the Pixel 6 Pro variant. I kind of think this somewhat sunny looks a little bit more, almost more yellow than I was really hoping. Very pastel-y, but still not bad at all. One other quick call out while I'm thinking about it as well is on these devices, you do have that matte black rail on the 6 and that shiny rail on the 6 Pro. Not a big issue, but just something I did want to call out as well. Moving on beyond that, you do have two other color patterns in each. In the Pixel 6, you have stormy black, kind of coral, and that sort of seafoam. And on the Pro, you're going to have stormy black, cloudy white, and sort of sunny. On the Pixel 6, you're going to have a 6.4-inch display at 1080 by 2400 pixels, which gives you a PPI of 411. And on the Pro, you're going to have a 6.7-inch display, 1440 by 3120, with a 512 pixel per inch display. A little bit higher PPI density on the Pro. It looks great, but even the 6 itself, with that full HD display, it looks amazing as is. 90Hz refresh rate on the Pixel 6. You're getting 120Hz on the Pro. Both have the exact same new Tensor chip with that Titan M2 security core. 8 gigs of RAM as opposed to 12 on the Pro. You're getting one extra storage option on here, up to 512. Otherwise, you get 128 and 256 on either option also. One of the bigger callouts, obviously, is on the Pro. You're getting that new telephoto lens that you don't have on the regular Pixel 6. You're getting a 50 megapixel wide angle with an f1.8 aperture and a 12 megapixel ultra wide with an f2.2. Coming over to the Pixel 6 Pro, you're getting a 50 megapixel wide angle lens, 12 megapixel ultra wide with an f2.2 aperture, same as on the Pixel 6, and then you're getting a 48 megapixel telephoto with an f3.5 aperture. You have 7x, I should say up to 7x super res zoom on the original Pixel 6, and on the Pro you're getting 4x optical and up to 20x super res digital zoom. And I could tell you just from using it, that 20x is pretty usable. It would surprise you if you're coming from using something else with an actual, like an S21 Ultra with a much higher caliber zoom. That's pretty gimmicky. This 20x actually works pretty well. You are getting 4K and 1080p recording up to 60 frames per second, but the front camera on the 6 caps out at 1080p at 30, whereas on the 6 Pro, you're getting 4K at 30 and 1080p at up to 60 frames on the Pro. So just keep that in mind. There is a little difference in the camera recording metrics here. You're getting a 4614 milliamp hour battery on the 6 as opposed to the 5003 milliamp hour battery on the Pro. And in a deep dive, we'll talk about that, but there might not be as big of a difference that might lead you to expect with that almost 300 to 400 different milliamp hours in battery difference. They're rated at 8 hours and 13 minutes and 7 hours and 53 minutes. The regular Pixel 6 weighs 7.3 ounces as opposed to 7.4 on the Pro. Now, having said that, we'll flip these babies over, and right off the bat, you can see there's not as substantial of a size difference as you would expect actually between these. I do know a lot of people don't like that curved display, and let me go ahead and unlock it. But I think it still looks great having that flow over. It's just your personal preference, but I think it looks good having that option there to get a little bit more screen real estate as opposed to that flat display on the actual regular 6. Personal opinion, like I said, one of the bigger issues though is, as you see lit up here, these in-screen fingerprint sensors. They are optical, they're not supersonic. We've done our videos on it. I've had no issues with either of these devices. And if you guys saw also, we did our screen protector video. And again, no issue with that as well. It is not the fastest, keep that in mind, but it is still reliable and seems to work every time without a single issue. So, again, not the fastest. It could improve a little bit over time. I still recommend, if you're having those issues, register your fingerprint twice, turn on the touch sensitivity, which is right in your settings under display, and increase touch sensitivity right there. Make sure that's on. It will help as well. Beyond that, there hasn't been any issues. They're very, very, very good at the battery life department. I've had no issues as far as stutter or performance. One random hiccup here or there when I'm launching, ironically enough, YouTube Studio kind of caused that to have an issue, but beyond that, no other issue really there. Just keep in mind, you are getting quite a substantial difference in these OLED panels on the both devices. Aside from that, like I said, both running the same processor, they work great. I've gotten quite a bunch of screen on time with these. That hasn't been any issue at all. So don't let any of those other naysayers with the battery department cause you any grief. There's been no issues with that. As far as the pictures themselves, they've come out great. I'll throw up a couple samples in another video, actually, giving a little comparison with the iPhone 13 and the Pixel 6, and maybe even the Pixel 6 against the Pro. We'll see. Leave a comment down below if you want to check that out specifically. Aside from that, it's really going to come down to personal preference, like I said. What do you guys prefer? I know a lot of people do not like curved displays, like I said, but if you're looking to get in a great performance device, do you care about the 120 Hz display? It's all right here, and it all works pretty seamlessly. Again, you're getting a Pixel, you're getting the most up-to-date software, and Google's view on what they want Android to be. So I think you can't go wrong ever with a Pixel device. Aside from that, guys, you're going to get a lot better... Oops, let's turn that off. You're going to get a lot better software support, like I said. You're going to get more years of security updates and OS updates. They've used and made this the longest Pixel covered device that Google's ever done. They're going to take care of this device and give the yearly OS updates much longer than they traditionally would. So yeah, I don't want to ramble on anymore. That's a quick comparison, a quick side-by-side. Which do you prefer? Throw it up in the comments. Let us know. Did you get one? Are you going to get one? Since that day one update drop and improved the device, are you interested in more than you were before? Let us know. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.